We will begin with our next client today, Miss Maria. Just inviting Maria's guides and angels to join us now. Let me know when you're ready.
We are ready.
Wonderful. So we'll begin with the body scan for Maria, scanning through the body and let me know what areas we'd like to address for her today.
The mind, the voice, the heart, solar plexus, the root,
What do you see happening in the mind?
a lot of earth's worries, decisions. The mind feels heavy, worries, decisions to be made, a lot of burdens of earth weigh on this child's mind. She needs a way to elevate her mind, to gain clarity, so she can set her mind free. Her mind is tired, would like a break of Earth's circumstances.
And what about the voice? What do you see happening there?
She holds a large tone of vibration in her voice. It's very healing. It's very broad, meaning it can help many at once. It's a large vibration of hope, of light, of love. It shares with others how to forgive, how to forget, how to move forward. She brings this, she offers it to them. But it's a little stagnant. She needs to set it free. She needs to allow it to be. She needs to remember that her voice was meant to be shared, to speak out, to put in her opinion, to put in her light, to put in her ray of hope. She has a large, gentle heart, and it is worried that it will step on others' feelings. So she keeps her mouth, her voice quieter than it should be. She has to remember that her voice can help them to heal, so she must use it when she gets the urge. Do you see?
How about the heart? What's happening there?
A little torn. It's a difficult time on earth for many, child. It's a transitional time. Souls are choosing. They're choosing their paths. They're choosing their destinies. They're choosing their experience of how they would like the next phase to play out. And all are choosing very differently. And it brings up a lot of chaos in the world. It brings up a lot of polarity in the world. And this is what she feels and she sees before her. And it's a little uncomfortable, a little unsettling, because she wants to get to the good part where everyone is already settled in to their new experience, their new version of self, their connectedness again. She knows that we're all connected. She feels it in her heart, and she desires this for the entire world right now. So her heart is a little sad as she watches the ones she loves make decisions She just wants to tell them. She just wants them to see what she sees. So she's a little torn in her heart area, chakra, energy system. But she will be okay. This is for her learning. She will see. She will understand how this makes her heart even larger, even stronger, even more vibrant moving forward. It's not sad. It's an experience to expand through, you see?
Wonderful. Thank you for that. And how about the solar plexus?
She's very powerful. She has a very strong solar plexus. It's vibrant. It's very creative. It holds a lot of creational energy, ideas, understandings. And when left to its own demise, it can create great change. We would show her that if anything is to slow her solar plexus, it's her heart. The dichotomy is strange, yes. It's the heart that carries some worry, that feels what others are feeling, that is so careful with the ones around her. She holds the power to create large change, to set things into motion, to create new timelines. But her heart is very patient, and her heart slows the energy and says, just wait for them to catch up. And her heart gives all of them the time and dedication that they need to catch up. So it's interesting. Usually it's the other way around, yes. She is very powerful when she makes the decision to be. She holds it within herself already.
And what about the root?
We see this as the back and forth of the heart energy, that a part of her is ready to uproot oneself, to move forward quickly, and to replant one's energy in a higher dimensional field of light. But the heart worries about leaving them behind. The heart worries what will happen to them. The heart worries it wasn't giving them the time and grace that they needed. The heart worries that it should have taken responsibility for them all. And so the heart is telling the root to wait. And it's a little uncomfortable because she doesn't belong there anymore. She doesn't belong in that energy. But her root is planted there. It doesn't serve her though, you know. It doesn't nourish her, it doesn't feed her, it doesn't provide security because she's outgrown it. But her heart is too kind and thinks it's her duty to wait. So there is a discomfort in the root chakra because it's ready to expand. It wants its new home. It's been ready for a long time. Do you see?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And before we get started with Maria's questions today, let's see who all we have here with us to bring through her messages.
We have come forward to speak on her behalf today. We are the Syrian Light Force Center Group. Some would call us the goddess light, providers of light. She's a part of the family of light. She's been with us, obtaining this frequency to share with Mother Earth. She is protected and guided as one of us, as a part of our light, to offer this to humanity and to Gaia. She is a large being, large in frequency. She holds a lot of light that connects to other star systems as well. The Andromedan galaxy is connected to her light. It shows its strand now. The Arcturian light connects to her light as well and brings forward this power for her to speak on their behalf. She was assigned many duties. She holds the strand of light from the angelics to bring healing through her heart to their souls. She has accepted this duty as a crystal to hold all of these strands of light in her essence, to reflect them out when needed. They're compiled to allow for all of these strands to be dedicated to Gaia. We hope that makes sense to her. We all love her dearly.
Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here with us today to bring through Maria's messages. And we'll get started with her first question. She says, I've had vitiligo since childhood and struggle with stomach issues and general inflammation. Can you give me guidance as to if there is a purpose to these conditions and how I can heal them? Or is there another larger health issue that I should be focusing on?
And there are two ways to look at this. We're going to show you an understanding you have not yet perceived. As we have shown you, you carry many light strands from different dimensional spaces, all in one vessel to Earth. This is not easy to achieve. When you are in the physical human vessel, it will reflect what your soul holds. And the human suit, DNA, these are strands they had yet to turn back on. Through the activations of these DNA strands that had been turned off, your skin changes colors, appearances with the flip of these switches. We want to show it to you that you overcome what they had suppressed. in the human vessel. You need to remember that the Syrian bodies, the skin, we don't call it that, but the surface changes colors. And it does so in reflection of our energetic souls. Our field reflects our soul being energy. This is something that you have brought to earth, that you are showing through your own skin, but it's not fully switched on. Say it's about halfway. They do not desire for you to know that you hold the ability to reflect on the outside, who you are on the inside. They want you to think that you are stuck with a certain skin tone due to your genetic makeup. So we will show you now. This is part what they have done to suppress it, and part that you have pushed through it. It's as if you haven't completed it due to their chemicals, due to their formulas they put in you, shutting this ability down. But you are so powerful that you are able to flip on the switch, perhaps halfway, showing this change through your skin. And they tell you it's bad, that you are diseased. And you worry yourself and you look at it every day. Say, what's wrong with me? Why am I not healing? I want to go back to one tone. You need to not say that to yourself. You need to look at it and smile and realize that you are so strong as a soul that you were able to create change in the skin from the inside, just as you do at home, just as most higher dimensional beings do. It is an achievement, but they do not desire for you to know that. So we want you to know this today, because you are very powerful. And if you can allow this power to continue to shine through and not ridicule it, not talk poorly to it, but to praise it, and to allow this power to shine through, you will find that you can change your own skin, that you can create whatever patternings or colors you desire. It's what you were made to do. The human vessel is made to do this. It's just been shut down for a very long time. Do you see?
Thank you so much for that. Her second question, she says, I would love to know more. I'm sorry, let me start over. I would love to know information about my past lives, past gifts that might provide understanding, encouragement for my current circumstances, and help me connect to more ways to help people. Is there a way to help activate me or help me remember more of who I am and bring these gifts in? What can you share?
We're gathering. There's too much for you to know, too much to bring forward. We are trying to simplify it into a very small package of information. We're going to follow your soul's lead on this. Hopefully this will be most helpful in your current incarnation. Your soul wants to remember your role as a Syrian being, the goddess. Your physical vessel was tall, bluish, but could change color, of course. Had a tail, long hair, kind of pointy ears compared to humans. Beautiful, sparkling, full of light and love. Your energy would show through your heart space. It would turn yellow, pink, and gold as you would create energy for others when they need it. As a goddess, you are most important. You welcome new souls to join Sirius. You are the bringer of new light strands. This is what you bring with you to Earth now. As other souls expanded throughout the universe and desired to join Sirius to learn, to grow, to be a part of our light spectrum, you would be the one to collect them. You would feel this energy coming towards Sirius. You would evaluate the light spectrum within the soul that was desiring to be a part of our light. And you would purify it. You would purify it. You would hold it in an encapsulated form like a mother, like a womb of Sirius. And you would teach it before it could even enter into a form. It's like a holographic womb, etheric womb. You would hold it to nourish it, protect it, teach it, until it was ready, until it was pure, until it was expanded enough to join Sirius in its light. It may seem strange to you on Earth. It feels very different than what you know now. But this is who you are. This is a large part of your soul's existence. You are the mother womb to Sirius, goddess. You bring these abilities with you to Earth, child. That you are evaluating souls around you constantly because you cannot help it. It was a part of your job. So you have the ability to read a soul very well, to feel into its energy, into its soul, to feel its history, to know what it's been through. You can feel pain in it. You can feel love in it. You can feel its intention. And this is part of your gift. You are a reader of the soul. You are also a great healer as well, a balancer of energies. You are a weaver of light, so you feel into these souls, and wherever they are depleted and their spectrum of light, you offer them the vibration, the spectrum that's missing to complete them so that they can be on their way, so that they can achieve their dreams, so that they can remember who they are. You are able to bring this back to them, bring this missing light piece back to them. Do you see? We're not sure how to explain that, but it's very powerful. It's a gift that you innately carry. It's a gift that you don't think about. It's a gift that you take for granted because it's who you are. It's a way of life for you. You are the mother energy in this way. So you always mother. You mother everyone. It's your identity. It's your soul's purpose. It's a large part of what you bring. So you bring the donation of a large, wide variety of frequencies, and you hand out strands of light at will in order to correct them, heal them, and bring them into wholeness again, like any good mother would. Do you see?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, I have felt closer to my two sons after my divorce, but as I try to balance loving them and honoring myself, there seems to be more conflict. They are also both at a significant crossroads in their journey, with my older son going to graduate school and looking for a job, and my younger son deciding between college and a gap year. Are there any messages for them or how I can support them best? I have wondered about past lives and karma or trauma that needs to be healed. What can you share with her about her two sons?
You are right. It's difficult for you as a soul to let go of them. You feel on earth, you let go of your children, but you don't, you never do. They're connected to you always. And you feel, you know, on a soul level, it is time for you to fly as well. That it's a new chapter for all of you. That you are ready to dive deeper into who you are, what you want to be when you grow up. And you're all doing it at the same time, do you see? You're all literally going through the same step energetically at the same time. And you all are desiring this beautifully and perfectly planned in order for all of you to grow, to expand, to see yourself separate from one another, at least for a little bit. See yourself outside of your traditional human roles for one another, and to have the experiences you each need individually on earth to gain remembrances of who you are. It's what it's truly about. Just like you, both of your sons are ready. They're ready to step into their missions. All of you are feeling this calling right now. So what you are feeling on a soul level, know that they are too. It's an anxious feeling ready to start, ready to get going on your own mission. And you all have this calling now. And you're all being drawn to it to make a decision in your life. What does this look like? How do I put this mission into action in the third dimension? We want to give you some motherly advice, for we are the mothers as well, that they cannot do it wrong. And there is no wrong decisions that any of you can make at this time. That this calling, this innate calling to be on the right path, it's inside of you. It's not something you do. It's not a job. It's not a school. It's not a decision of earth, but you carry it inside of you. And you paint this beautiful weave of light wherever you go, no matter what your journey looks like, because it's you. You are the vibration, you are the mission that you're feeling called to. It's never been something outside of yourself. It's never been a job, school, path, a choice. It's never been that. It's just been innately you. It's where you are today. It's exactly where you are. It's with you always. So we want to remind you to allow your sons to follow their heart. Wherever will make them happy, this is where their light and mission will thrive the most. And this goes for you as well, Mother. It's not about how you do it, what it looks like. It's about being happy and being content. And if you're happy and content, you are on your path. You are fulfilling your mission. It's truly that simple. It's not complicated. The roles that Earth tell your sons they need to fulfill, it's not true. They can choose anything they desire, anything at all. There's truly no wrong decision. Their happiness is what makes it right. So allow this for all of you. Allow the happiness, contentness, peace. No need to push them. No need to push yourself, for that will only lower your vibration, and then you will stumble on your path and on your mission. Give yourself grace and allow yourself to choose from your heart. You will all be fulfilled and perfectly aligned with the highest light. Do you see?
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, the relationship I have with my sister has deteriorated since my mom was diagnosed with rapid onset dementia. She has not been totally honest or transparent about my mom. She is the medical and the financial POA. So I have limited access to info without asking her. My mom is my best friend, and it is very difficult for me to feel so cut off. Can I please have guidance as to what my soul is contracted to do regarding this relationship with my sister? And if trusting there will be enough money for my mom's care is energetically aligned, or do I need to pursue more details on how my mom's money is being managed?
We're gathering what information we may share. First, we need to show you your sister is learning. We'll see it like this. Your mother is giving her an opportunity to grow. Your mother's soul is giving her soul an opportunity to expand, to shift, to create change for herself through the love that they hold for one another. because there was change that needed to happen on your sister's path. But your sister shows us that she was not willing to do it for herself. It's almost as if she didn't. This may not be the right words. We don't have the right words. But in human words, you may say she may not have enough self-love for herself to make the changes that she needed to make, that your mother soul sees the opportunity, sacrificed oneself to give your sister an opportunity to expand her heart, to change, almost as if in human words your mother said, if you will not change for yourself, will you at least change for me? And it's an heart opening. It's an opportunity of heart expansion, of awareness, and she's offering it to your sister. And so we show you, you must be patient. Don't feel bad. This wasn't for you. It wasn't for you to take over, and that is why things have lined up as they have, where you feel you cannot get close enough, you cannot change it for them, you cannot touch it. It is being protected in this way because your mother knew that you, of course, would do what you expect your sister to do. It wasn't a learning opportunity for you, child. It's for her, it's for your sister. So that is why you have been blocked from this situation, because it's not yours to change. It's not yours to get involved with in certain areas, because then you take the lesson, the gift, away from your sister. We're not sure if that clarifies it all, but this is what these souls show us energetically, and we hope that that gives you some peace, that you can take a step back and allow it to be, not feel guilty or bad, that you can't wiggle your way in and change it because it's on purpose. Do you see?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, earlier on in my mom's diagnosis, I wanted to detox her and try holistic things that I felt aligned with how she lived her life. At that time, I was connected with someone who did a soul reading for me. She told me that part of my mom's soul mission was to get the COVID vaccine, develop dementia, and then heal herself to help others and show what is possible. She also said I needed to move to Illinois to heal and detox my mom as part of my soul mission. It was really upsetting to me to hear, as I didn't want to move and leave my sons, and my sister wasn't supportive of detoxing. I didn't move, but discovered Reiki and other healing modalities and have been trying to heal, connect with my mom in these ways. What is it that I need to understand about this, about my mom's soul mission, how I am connected to it, and how I may best support her?
First, you need to see that you are not responsible for her healing, that these are choices she's making to play a role for those who need her. You need to see that she had many roads she could have chosen from. Many, many different roads, pathways, timelines that she was given opportunities to choose through. And you need to see that what she has chosen was on purpose, of course. Just as you are always given a choice, just as you have made your decisions in your life, depending on who you felt needed you the most. Yes, you are called with your heart to be there for those who you knew needed you, who need you now. On a soul level, you have this knowing, this calling to stay by them. This is exactly what she did. She was called to play a role, to offer other souls expansion. And there is many, many ways that she could have done this. Do you see? The one vision that you were given, it was accurate. This was a path, a choice that was on the table for her. A way that she could have reached many, a way that she could have expanded many through this choice, through this road, through this timeline. It was available. But she felt with her soul, with her heart, who really needs me? Who do I want to serve in this lifetime the most right now, just as you chose? And this is what she's doing. She's serving your sister, you know. Your sister's soul is very important to your mother, of course. And she felt into her timeline choices and decided that this would serve your sister's soul in a way that no one else could get to her, that no one else could save her in a way. And she's offering now this experience for your sister to save her, to expand her, to open her heart, to snap her out of it, she says. And only the love that your sister holds for your mother and the love that your mother holds for your sister can create such change. This is the experience that she chose so she could help another soul. Do you see?
Thank you so much for that. Maria's final question today. She says, I want to prioritize myself and my health in 2025. I feel extreme fatigue and have been experiencing what feels like increased resistance and procrastination and feeling discouraged. I frequently get sneezing and pressure in my forehead and feel either someone is trying to connect with me or needs help with healing. More recently, I have been feeling a panic attack type of chest tightness when I perform my Reiki sessions. What can you tell or share with me about these experiences and how I can help myself to have more energy?
We are trying to find an example for your understanding. We want to refer to you as a crystal again, for this is the closest frequency we can find to your understanding on earth. Think of yourself. It's a beautiful, beautiful, clear crystal that holds the ability to reflect any light, color, strand, strength that's needed. You can pull in the color of another strand. Heal it, amplify it, and send it back, projecting that color back onto them. This is what you do. But you need to have a high frequency in order to keep your crystal clear. When your crystal gets full of others' colors, when your crystal gets dampened, foggy with others' emotions, worries, fragmented energy patternings, then you make it difficult for your human vessel to do your job. A crystal that isn't purified cannot refract the light in the way it should, do you see? So you are working hard on these souls, trying to reflect their light back to them in a purified manner, but it's going through a foggy lens, creating a lot of harshness within your own vessel. Let us ask what's needed to heal this. Just a moment, we're not 100% certain. We're asking the angels. It's difficult because this is not a problem at home. It's a lot of heaviness on earth right now, child. As we feel into your human vessel, there's so much around you. It's like a real crystal on earth is feeling every single vibration in the world around her. We ask the crystal, how do you deal with that? How do you keep yourself cleansed in frequency? And the crystal shows us that it has to reconnect with Gaia, that the crystal must bury oneself in Gaia's dirt. And Gaia purifies the crystals of the earth so they don't get worn down with the frequencies and they don't end up cracking open. So Gaia is responding to our question for you. She says, you are holding so much for Earth. She wants you to go to her more. You have to cleanse your energy connected to her. You have to realize you are a crystal, a special crystal, and that you can overwhelm your system with all of the frequencies and energies, the chaos of the world. So you must connect to her. And she says she will help you to clear it. She wants you to dedicate time, both morning and night, to take your shoes and socks off, to stand in her dirt, to talk to her, to listen to her, to tell her all your problems. Let her be your best friend, she says, because she knows how to balance you. She knows how to cleanse your crystal so that you may go forward and help them. She's very appreciative of your services. She sees your abilities and light. She doesn't want you to crack open. So you need to find time to spend with Mother Gaia as she is in resonance with you. You are the mother energy just as she is. Let her mother you so you may mother them.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. What final messages do you have today for Maria?
Hello, Maria. We are your angel team. We wish you could see everyone here for you today. You bring a large crowd, a large group of galactic beings that wanted to be here for you today. They are all watching you and sending their love. They are all so appreciative of what you do for Gaia and for Earth and for the humans. You are very special. It almost feels to us as these beings, as they watch you, that they're your children in a way. That they've all given you trinkets to bring to Earth. They say, Mom, here's my most valued trinket. I want you to bring it with you. I hope that it helps you. And as you're living your life on Earth, you find them. You remember these little trinkets. They're all over the place. And as you see them and remember them, you say, oh yeah, my child said I could use this if I was feeling sad. Or my child said I could use this when I needed an idea. And all of these little trinkets are set in your path, and they are getting your awareness. And they are all hoping that out of all of the trinkets you brought with you, that theirs will be seen and that theirs will be utilized by you. So they're all watching you, waiting for you to remember, waiting for you to catch the synchronicities so that you utilize their trinket. They're having fun. It's like a game. They feel like children to us, watching you, cheering you on, throwing as many things in your path as they can to gain your awareness. So if you feel like sometimes the universe is playing tricks on you, silly things, little happenings, you say, really, universe, what are you doing? Please know that these are these children from the stars that are trying to get your attention so that you will use their trinket to help the world. So we would say, as the angelic team, as life throws little wrenches at you, then don't get mad. Stop and laugh and know that it's on purpose. And stop and find the trinket that will solve it. Look at it differently, because someone, somewhere, is truly trying to get your attention. You are so powerful. They think it's a game. They think it's fun. So enjoy the game. Allow them to play along with you. They are thrilled. We are all so appreciative of your help and of your generosity and of your love. You are so special to all of us. Thank you for being there. We love you so.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for all of those amazing messages for Maria. We send her guides and angels so much love and gratitude for all that was shared for her today.